Welcome to Surviving My Retirement. I got fired. That's right, I got fired. And that's what we're going to talk about today. If this is your first time, please hit that like, subscribe, and comment button to join my channel. And for all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming part of the family. So here we go. I was fired, and before we get started, I want you to know that I'm probably going to be referring to some of my notes because I want to make sure that I touch everything, and I may get emotional, and so I just want to be able to stay on point. So I was working with a large real estate company at the time, and I had been in real estate before, but I wanted to do something different in the real estate arena. So I took a job that was behind the scenes, a desk job. I'd been on that job for about 8 months. It was totally different from what I had been doing before because I was a real estate agent, but I just wanted to get out of the rat race and do something that I had thought about, that I had dreamed about, that I thought that I would be good at because I'm a very detailed person. And so someone recommended me, went through the interview, had a great interview, got hired, and then things started going downhill, but that's not the point of this video, that things went downhill. There's a lot more to it than the things went down the hill. So I'd been on the job for about 8 months, and it was around the time that interest rates were dropping and the housing market was getting tight. So things had slowed down a lot. And so my manager asked whether or not there was anyone available to do some other types of work. And so I volunteered to do some other types of things for her. Well, when I volunteered, she said, "Did you get the email for the meeting request for the HR manager?" And I said, "No, I didn't get that email." So I signed off and I looked in my personal email to see if the email had come, and sure enough, it did. And when I saw the email, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew exactly that I was going to be terminated. But you know how it is. You know in your mind, but you really don't accept it, receive it, believe it until it actually happens. So anyway, I got on the phone with the human resources director, and she talked to me about performance and about how things are going in the business, and pretty much said, "Okay, this is it. This is it for you. This is your last day. This is your last hour. This is your last minute." And so I asked her, "Well, do I go back to work today?" She said, no, all of your access has been terminated." So while I was on the phone with her being terminated, all of my access to the teams, to emails, to the rest of my team was terminated. And of course, I was using a company PC. So at that point, it was, okay, pack up the PC and someone's coming to get it today. Well, I had mixed emotions, but honestly, I will say that I was devastated because I was fired in that manner with no warning. And I have sort of sympathy for the people who were or empathy for the people who are being terminated now with no warning. But it was pretty devastating. However, on the other hand, that job was so stressful that when she told me that I was terminated, I actually got up. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Home Alone. And there's a scene in the movie in Home Alone where the boy is running up and down the breezeway upstairs. Well, that was me. I got up from my desk in my office and I ran back and forth up and down the breezeway. I was like, I'm so happy because it was very, very stressful. I mean, I prayed every single morning before I went to that job because that's just how stressful it was. I mean, real estate in itself is stressful, and this particular job was stressful. So when I got terminated, I was devastated. But I was also happy because I felt that I had been set free from some type of bondage. So that was done, packed up all of my equipment. The person came by to pick up the equipment, reset my office. And that afternoon, I actually went to the gym and worked out because it had been difficult for me to work out. And I'm really big on, as you get older in life, it's even more important that you maintain a physical regimen. So I had not been able to go to the gym on a regular basis, I would say. So I got my stuff together and I went to the gym that evening. So that was that. But what happened to me psychologically by getting fired? I am going to be honest with you. I am in my 70s. So when I got fired, I was exactly 70 years old. And I didn't see anything wrong with me working at 70 because I'm young in my mind. As I said, I stay physically active. And so therefore, I enjoyed what I was doing. And so I was happy to be working. It kept me busy. However, when I got fired, something clicked in me. I had plans. My husband and I had plans. We had just moved into the country. We were here in the United States, but we were in Hawaii and sometimes. Anyway, we had moved back from Hawaii. And we were just setting up our house and had to buy new furniture and just lots of things that have to be done when you move. So we were doing those things. I had said that I'm going to take this money and I'm going to save it. I'm going to, invest it here. I'm going to invest it there. I'm going to do all sorts of things with the money with my salary. And he was going to support us on his salary. And all of a sudden, I had no salary. And that's what angered me. That's what got me upset. Because what I had planned for, what I had hoped for, the future that I was designing for myself was ripped from me just like that. No warning, no nothing. You're done. You're going to get they gave me a month's severance pay. You're going to get your month's severance pay. But all of the plans that I had made were just done, wiped off the tablet, gone. So what was I going to do? I had to do something. I felt like I still had life in me. I still had ideas in me. There were things I wanted to do. There were things we needed to do because, like I said, I'm 70. My husband is around the same age, and we were headed for retirement. And then, boom, the bottom fell out. So I decided that this is my opportunity to do what I always wanted to do, and that was to start my own business. And so I did. And so what I did was to do some research and look for some businesses that were easy startups, but didn't require a lot of a financial investment. So I started that research and came up on what I currently do now, which is my pet treat business. At the time, we had 2 dogs, and one of the dogs was sick, and I love to bake. And I said, I can do that. I had been baking for my dogs anyway. Now, when I say baking, meaning, I had been making treats for my dogs, but I hadn't been able to do that on a regular basis because I've always worked. But here was an opportunity for me to make treats for my dogs, feed my dog healthy, human, homemade food, and not store-bought food, not kibbles, to keep them healthy, and to also start a small business. And there really wasn't a big startup cost. And as I've mentioned before to you, over 60% of people in this country own dogs. The pet treat business is a $90 million business. And I decided, we've got 2 dogs, why not? Love our dogs, love baking, love cooking. So anyway, that's what I did. I got into my pet treat business. But I decided that when I got fired that day, that I would never, ever, ever allow another corporation, another enterprise, another person destroy, take away, lambaste my future and my desires. The only one that has control over my future is God. And I would never, ever let another person control my life again. I wanted to take control of my life. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted the freedom to start my own business. I wanted the freedom to travel if I wanted to. I wanted the freedom to be available for my family. And I realized that working 9 to 5 was not it. So that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years. I'm sorry, I said last 5 years. It hasn't been 5 years. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. And it's been a blast. It's been a blast. I have met a lot of different people. I've met a lot of dog lovers. I have made different recipes. And one of the good things about this is that I have also decided to start this YouTube channel, because when you are set free, your creative juices start to work. And talking to a friend, she said, hey, you know, you bake, you do dog treats. Why not do YouTube? You could share your treats on YouTube. And so part of my YouTube channel is to share treats. But more importantly, part of my YouTube channel is to just talk about retirement and talk about things that you can do in retirement, because I call myself a survivor. I refuse to succumb to someone telling me when my time is up. And my time was not up. I still had energy. I still had ideas. I still had desires in me. And I wasn't ready to stop. So now, and I'm talking to you, that this is an opportunity that if you got fired and now you're retired, get to work. Do something. Do something you never wanted to do. Go roller skating, go ice skating, go skydiving. Start your own business. Start your own enterprise. Whatever it is, this is your opportunity to do what you want to do. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you can't walk anymore. Don't wait till your eyesight gets dim. Don't wait till you're not able to drive. Don't wait till you're not able to use your hands, that you get arthritis in your hands and you can't pick up things, you can't move things. Don't wait till your brain starts deteriorating and you can't understand and you can't understand concepts. Do it now. This is today. Tomorrow is not promised to you. That job is not promised to you. And you need to get out. Excuse me, I'm outside, and so you probably hear the fire engine. But that job is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised to you. So, going to stop preaching to you and let you know that I survived that firing. I tell myself that I got fired, then I retired, and now I'm working again doing what I want to do. I got fired, retired, and as a woman that I once knew told me, she got 4 more. She got 4 more tires. When you retire, you get 4 more tires and you get going. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what I admonish you to do. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my channel. Please subscribe if you know anyone else who is at the retirement age, regardless of what age that is, that you would let them know about this channel, Surviving My Retirement. And I look forward to talking to you soon.